Yo, friends. You might have seen my face because I started the broadcast with this scene on. Yeah, here we are. Let's just get going from where we left off. I've got my website here, and yeah, I was showing some people some stuff on my website earlier. There we go. Okay, so we're going to look at the actions and yeah, deploy. Here I think that's on main. Huh. That failed. I thought that actually deployed. Oh, the deploy was canceled, I guess. I don't know. Don't worry about it. That's fine. We're looking at this. Also, by the way, if you are new here, I ignore YouTube live stream chat and instead use this Discord chat. So link in the description. And also, let's get centered going here so we can have that. You ready? Let's get our flow on. Yeah, let's get our flow on is right. Okay. So our deploy failed because it was, yeah, it doesn't say. I think if I go to KCD staging, monitoring, I don't think it'll show anything, but better safe than sorry, because yesterday I spent a good amount of time recovering from displaying some stuff that I shouldn't have. Okay, cannot read database server at KCD Postgres internal. It's interesting because it seemed to work before. I kind of want to just try and kick it again. And just see what happens. Yeah, it definitely should be able to connect. Yeah, let me try something really quick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it did work before. It connected, it just didn't find the right database. So let's see here. Yeah, that was out of memory. So that one, it actually, I think it connected. Here, let's see what the migrate script. Maybe it ran. No, it had to be able to connect because it ran out of memory, I think, when I was doing these reads. So it definitely can connect. So I'm thinking maybe this one will actually work. So while we're waiting, Maxim just asked a question about EpicWeb. Will be a full course about full stack development like Epic, React, or just a series of streams. It will. I'm building the course live, so the streams are just like an extra thing that I'm doing as I build EpicWeb. So the streams are not EpicWeb. They are me just building EpicWeb in public. So we've got a lot to do still before that can actually happen. Before like I'll actually have something built. So let's see. So this looks like this is running right now. When I ran it locally, it ran pretty fast, but I don't have very much data locally, so okay. I think the script finished, according to that. No, we should have a log when it's all finished. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do, let's say connected now, and we'll do querying users. Found users, upserting them into Sqlite. And then querying sessions. What would a session be? Nope. Chart. I don't know why, but sure. You know what we're gonna do? That way we get time printout, just because that seems interesting. Found sessions.length. Sessions, upserting them into Sqlite. That's what upsert looks like to me.
You're doing so great. Don't stop now.
What do you think I'm doing? Centered as a bug. I am not distracted. Post reads. Where's Copilot when I need it? Come on, Copilot. Copilot encountering temporary issues. Well, that's too bad. Okay, and there we go. Prisma, fix Prisma, Postgres, or yeah, add logs to migration script. Okay, so this fell over with no logs, which is why I'm adding these logs. And let's see. Okay. I'm kind of thinking that it's just taking too long. And I think there's a grace period. If we increase this to 200 seconds, Okay, let's fly services health checks. Time to wait for after a VM starts. Oh, okay. Before checking health. Nice. So yeah, for now, I actually probably should reduce that from 20 seconds to like 5. But yeah, for now, since we're doing this, that's going to take a while. We can increase that to 60 seconds. And then do we have a timeout? That's 2 seconds, I'm guessing. So it's a half hour. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay, let's see. What is this? Memory allocation something failed. That just literally happened to me yesterday. Git. I don't think that I'm not. I mean, I did just update Git, so maybe that's the problem. Huh. Oh, you know what? I just updated. I did a brew upgrade yesterday, and the tool that I use for Git diffs may be causing this problem. So maybe if I do a brew upgrade, somebody fix this and it'll magically... What package is that? Nope, that's probably not the one. Well, that's really annoying. Okay, well, whatever. We'll just survive, I guess, or do a git diff like the way other people do it. So we created that file, just added a comment, I guess. And yeah, let's sign out on get. Yep, that's fine. We do still have a couple Prisma writes. Okay, sign out on get. Where does this sign out happen? Yeah, those are both in actions. Yeah, so we're actually fine to just do Prisma on this one. This is also an action. Yep, so we can just use regular Prisma here. Okay, now we're at the last one. Create session. I think that should only happen in an action. So this one's an action, and this.
You're doing a phenomenal job.
Thanks. Self, this is happening in a loader. So, yeah, okay, so we go in there and get set, or the sign in, where we created a session. And so that means here we need this to happen on, we need to do something similar here that we do for our Discord callback, where we have function handle magic link. And okay, and then we have the action. It's probably an abstraction there, but it's too early for that. Cool. So now this sign in only happens, or the create session only happens with an action. So that's good. Just have 5 of the, no, not even that.
Just 2 minutes.
3 left. Okay, and I need more than 2 minutes on this task, another 45 minutes maybe. Okay, so get user from session ID does stuff and add post read. I think this one for sure should only happen inside of an action. So we're good with that. Just being regular Prisma. And then for this one, probably a little trickier. Yeah, get user and yeah, get user from session. I would redo some of this stuff. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay, get user, that's happening in an action. This one is, yeah, this one's happening in loaders. Okay, so this I think we need to have a resource route that this can just say, hey, go update a session or whatever. So yeah, this is fine. Session, yeah, this sign out thing could probably be called session.ts. Okay, so we need the ability to delete and update a session. Export a function, delete session. Update session. Yep, okay. Cool, so then for delete session, we're going to say response, await, fetch, and where's my, this is what I want, nope. Basically this thing is what I need to do. Oh, and actually, yeah, we want to do this thing also.
I hope your day is going rad.
Thanks. Delete session, handle, delete session. And that is basically gotta get the session ID, get session request. Oh, you know what? This will fix that. Prisma. There we go. Now we won't get that nonsense. And I can have it come in from there. And then we'll return what is going to happen? I guess, yeah, just return a new response. Okay, status 200. Okay. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Well, hold on. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. People could hit this endpoint all they want. they'd only be able to monkey around with stuff that's in their own cookie. So, and they can't construct their own cookie. So, yep, that's fine. I was thinking I was going to have to authenticate this request somehow, but no. Feel free to hit it. Okay, so here's handle delete session. Otherwise, this is resources, session. We'll say rec headers set x intent delete. Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing to do, but it'll work. It'll work just fine. So then instead of getting it from form data, we say request headers get intent, x intent. And sure, we'll switch on the intent. Switch intent delete. Okay, and then handle update session. And for this one, oh yeah, domain URL. Where's this one will be a little trickier. Oh, okay. Copilot's back. What do you want us to do? Handle update session updates. Okay. You know what? I think we'll probably be better off. Instead of using I think we just want to borrow the headers, but everything else we don't actually need. Because, see, I want to change it to a JSON request. All I need is their cookie, I think. Yeah, so here's what we're going to do instead. Headers, cookie. What are you complaining about? Oh, could be null. What if I do new headers, request headers?
You're doing a phenomenal job.
There we go. We'll just do it that way. And then we can say body JSON stringify updates. And then up here, we'll await request JSON updates. Handle update session. People are probably looking at this out of context and like, what the heck? It's super weird. This is the best way I can think to do to make sure that all of the data mutations happen only in the primary region is to first I redirect all non-get requests to the primary region just by default in my Express middleware, but then I sometimes in some cases I have get requests that need to make mutations, and so instead of forcing those to replay, which I suppose I could, hold on a second. See, now we get to throw responses. Yeah, now we get to throw responses. Maybe... No, see, this is because... So this one's fine. The session expired. But here I'm just wanting to update their expiration. Do I want to replay that? Okay, let's say I replay it. User makes a request. We find out, oh, their session needs to be updated. Throw a response, Fly catches that, so user still is waiting on that original request. Fly is like, oh, okay, let's send that to the primary. Primary is like, okay, let me do all the stuff, update their session, send a response, and Fly sends it back to the user. If I don't, then user sends the request, my secondary region catches it and says, oh, they need to update their request. Let's send a fetch up to the primary to have the session get updated and then come back. I think we should actually, that is not as good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we should actually yeah, that's not as good. All of this nonsense, not as good. So pretty much everywhere where I had a Prisma write, I could just do ensure primary. This could literally just go in miscellaneous, I think. If the Fly region is not equal to the primary region, then we throw, where's my, I've got a 409 somewhere, right? Where's that? Yeah, right here. Say we're going to replay that. New response for Fly replay status 409 headers oh my gosh, yeah, this will be way easier. Oh, do I export that? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I should probably come through here at some point and just move all of these. so that the exports are where it's defined. It's really annoying to have to jump up and down like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll work. And then this can just be Prisma.
Hope you're having a stellar day.
All right. So now I can get rid of this session thing. Holy smokes, that is so much better. All right. In my defense, we did not have the ability to throw responses back in the day. Now we do, and that just made this so much easier. Ensure primary. Just call that function and poof. Now you can do whatever rights you want. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see here. This sign out thing. Sign out on get, that's what I need. So here, we can undo this. And it is right here, this sign out right here, where we're going to say ensure primary. And so now, this guy can be the same too. Yeah, back in the, Michael is watching back in the day, which is like a year ago. Yeah, goes by fast. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that in my code base, where it's like, we didn't have this new feature that we have now. Yeah, it's so much better now. So yeah, this sign out, ensure primary, sweet. So now this sign out on get is not used anywhere, and so neither will this route be. Oh man, that is awesome. Definitely a big improvement. Okay, so this is yelling at me for Prisma Write, which is no longer used. Hooray! And session server is not using the thing that doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so let me look at the diffs here. Yeah, so the magic, pretty sure. Yeah, oh my gosh, I can do this here. I don't use this UI, discard changes. Yep. Okay, and this is fine. Prisma server. Yeah, so we're actually going to want to say ensure primary here. It would be cooler if I could figure out a way to integrate this with Prisma and just say, hey, anytime you're going to make a mutation, could you call this function? There may be a way to do that. I know that Prisma has this extensions feature, but yeah, it's be something to look into later. Okay, and then session server. That's it. Okay. Cool. So let's get back over to that magic thing, and all we've got to do now is say ensure primary. And I'm going to just do this, loader args, ensure primary, or actually put that down. Actually, you know what? We'll probably do that down here. So this is just doing some gets.
Your break is coming up. Begin to count out a flow.
Yeah, so it was just the get session, I think. Or hold on. Yeah.
Sweet work. Now enjoy a break.
Yeah, it's the sign in. And then we're like ensure primary.
Deep breaths and focus your mind.
Yeah.
And then keep flowing.
There we go. I don't even need to worry about it. Oh my word. All right. Prisma. I'm going to just try something. I'm supposed to take a break right now. I probably will in just a sec. Dot star dot create. Oh man. There we go. Okay. So here, that's going to happen on a action function anyway. Yeah, it would be way easier to have some sort of way to say, hey, Prisma, can you call this function every time? Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. We can deal with little things as they come up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to commit. That's actually one last thing. Oops. We're doing this here. In the callback, we don't need to do this in the callback anymore. So let's go back to, this is the last thing, then I'll take my break. Callback for Discord. Gonna look at the raw, copy all this, stick it right back in here, like it was before, and then connect Discord, add update Discord roles for user. Where's the Prisma stuff? Yeah. You know what? Actually, should probably just have ensure primary right there. There we go. Cool. And we'll just, whoops, fix this up while we're here. And get rid of that. Because this should just be a resource route. Drastically simplify multi-region. Okay, so, well, actually, never mind. Stop. Yeah, so, oh, shoot. Okay, good. So yeah, I'm going to take a break. Yeah, Michael just wrote, a lot of API design was inspired by actual needs you had developing kcd.com. Yeah, do you want to know where useFetcher came from? useFetcher came from this form. I was filling out the form, and the thing is that this form shows up in a bunch of places. Like you go to one of my workshops, and you say web deep dive. Oh, there's that form again. Or like a bunch of other spots I had. This little form at the bottom of the page where this shows up. So I was like, hey, Ryan, I don't want to have to put that form everywhere. He's like, well, that's fine. You just like have it post to an action so you can have your shared code over that action over there. I was like, okay, that's fine. And, you know, works without JavaScript and all. But that full page refresh isn't cool. So I, you know, or it wasn't a full page refresh, but it was like a navigation. So the URL would change to the action, and then I'd redirect back where they came from. And so the URL would flash. And I was like, Ryan, this is not cool. And it was really funny because he fought me on that quite a bit. Oh, my break is over. I'm going to actually take the break here in a second. But he would be like, no, I don't think people are going to care. And I'm like, dude, I think people are going to care. And eventually he did come around and he's like, yeah, I think you're right. So we need to make non-nav mutations and fetches. And that's where useFetcher came from. So fun little story. A lot of things came out of me building my website, which is pretty cool. All right, now I am going to take my break, and I will be back in about 5 minutes. Okay. So we did connect, found a bunch of users. That sounds like the right number. Users was finished in 41 seconds. Found a bunch of sessions, and that never finished. And interestingly, this doesn't appear to have all of the logs that that one does. So technically, I probably should figure out the proper way to do this rather than just doing a script and having it all happen in memory. But that's it. That's it for me. You know what? One thing that might help with this is upsert users. If we put this in individual functions, I mean, I think the computer should be smart enough to do this. Like the JavaScript should be able to do this, but like maybe, I don't know. This way it can garbage collect. Because once this function's done, then that variable is no longer around. I don't know, this is probably really stupid. The computer should be able to do this. The other thing I'm going to do is just give it more time. Actually, you know what? I don't think it's a memory problem. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I'm going to keep doing it though. Yeah, post reads. Absurd. Okay, yeah, that's probably didn't need to do that, but oh well. Okay, so now we're going to give it a grace period of, see, the thing is, like, I don't think, so we connected 1953. It says that users took 41 seconds. So this timestamp, it just like barfed it all out all at once, I guess. So yeah, I guess it took 41 seconds. Let's give it a longer grace period of like 600 seconds. And then a timeout of 5,000 seconds, I guess. Hopefully fix migration script. I only need this to run once, and then I can delete all of the things and restore the grace period to where it should be. I probably should do a to-do to fix some of this stuff. But yeah, that's where it is now. So. That's where it's falling over. Is those post reads. There are 42,000 of those. Or, just kidding, 425,000 of those. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, definitely would be better to write a script that takes a Postgres data dump and sticks it right into Sqlite. There was a Let's just look at that. Migrate Postgres to Sqlite. Well, let's see. Let's see what that file looks like if I do it for my local Postgres database. So copy this thing. Username is Cody. Password the koala. I think that's where that's supposed to go. Could not resolve host name, localhost 5, yada, yada, yada. Well, let's make sure that I thought it's running, but maybe it is not. It is indeed running. Maybe I need to restart it. Gonna do that. Yeah, port 5432. Ready to accept connections. Localhost 5432.
10 minutes remaining.
I wonder if I leave off the password. Well, rats. SSH, Postgres, localhost. It's interesting, it didn't give me the time on the sessions. There, 10 seconds for the sessions. Post reads, we'll see how that goes. Okay, let's try Google on this. pgdump localhost database. Oh, from remote server, no. Man, I feel like this shouldn't be so hard. What? Postgres shell or SSH Postgres? What does -L mean? Oh, I see. I don't have Postgres installed. Okay, we're just gonna hope that this works. Hold on a second. I should probably have the fly logs over here. You know, I'm seeing different things. So if we get this far, we are definitely reading them all into memory. So now it's just upserting them into Sqlite is the thing that's taking forever. And then it shuts down with no message of any kind. Man. See, and then it tries to run it again. Man, I feel like I'm so close. Then we'll be ready to try multi-region. Hmm. 600 seconds is 10 minutes. It's not taking 10 minutes to do this. So what is it? What is the problem? Okay, so I'm gonna try this with my remote database and see what happens. This means I'm gonna need to switch so you all can't see. And run this. So Hmm.
Now there are 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes remaining. I'm gonna need more time now. I feel like I'm so close. I'm just on the cusp of it. Okay. So if I say SSHC, okay, I think maybe this will work. Okay. And actually, this is good that I'm not showing this to you because, well, if it works, then it's going to be a bunch of user data, which there's not a lot of private stuff that you can't see, but probably wouldn't be good to show a bunch of emails and stuff. That would not be good. Oh, yes, that. Okay. So now I'm getting a PG dump. So first I got a PG dump error because I forgot to specify my database name. Now I'm getting a PG dump error. Connection to database failed. Connection to server on socket yada 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 failed. No such file or directory. Is the server running locally and accepting connections on that socket? I don't know if it's accepting connections on that socket. It is 5432. Let's try just making, okay, p dump. Yeah, okay, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here, but I've SSH'd into the machine. If I say pg dump help, okay, so that command works for sure. But it just looks like it seems to indicate that the server's not running, which I know is incorrect because there's data on my site that server is definitely running to be able to serve. So I'm not sure what's going on. And that's seems to be the right port. Sorry, I know that this part is kind of boring because you can't see what I'm doing, but I wouldn't want you grabbing all my data now, would I? Well, that's interesting. So it just gave me an error. I tried to give it a different format. I tried pgdump, specify the database name, the port, the username and password, and it said password doesn't allow an argument. Oh, I see. So you don't specify an argument for password, it will prompt you for it. Yeah. Yeah, error connection to database withered frost, yada yada. Failed connection on server socket, yada yada. No such file or directory. Okay. I shouldn't bother Kurt about this. Okay, let me just look at stuff and see if I can share this back with you all. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And fly community.fly.io. Migrating from Postgres to Sqlite with FS Lite. Which did I, here, let's see. Fly volumes list KCD Postgres. I want to see if I can. Yeah, so it's showing me how big they are, but not how much space they take. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's not showing me how much space it is. I'm trying to migrate from a Postgres cluster on Fly to Sqlite with, that's LiteFS. And having a bit of trouble with the data migration. I'm a DB noob, so I tried writing a simple script that would run on startup to to query upsert all data from Postgres to Sqlite, but let's see. That's not working out right at the moment, due to probably too much data to handle, I think. It stops, the script stops without explanation. When trying to copy records. So now I'm investigating the proper way to do this, following these instructions. Trouble is when I try to run I'm getting the error. I'm able to connect just fine, but I get the error. That is not the error here. I'm stuck. Any idea how to do this properly? I only need this to run once, so hacks are acceptable. Okay, try that. We'll see. YouTube chat gone crazy? Well, let's see how crazy. Probably either racist people or spammy things. Once, so it's not even showing me. What's going on? Acceptable. Okay, try that. As Raphael just mentioned, the YouTube chat has gone crazy, but I'm not even seeing anything. That's how crazy it's gone. Easy, I guess. Whatever. Well, let's see. That's why I ignore YouTube chat. I don't trust it to be reasonable and nice and all that. Good grief. Is the server running locally and accepting connections on that socket? I should add that the server is definitely running as my app still works. Okay, well, yeah, at this point I'm kind of stuck. Maybe what I should do is let's see, we're not getting any logs. It just like decides to stop all of a sudden. So let's just get some more information, I guess. What is that 2 there for? Stick this up here. And then we'll say if index mod 100 is 0, console log inserting or upserting index. That's how that works, right? So if I say 0 mod 100, it's going to be 0, and I say 1, 2, through, and 100, 101, yeah. So every 100 we will log. We don't want to log too much because then we'll get too much, but yeah, we're just going to just call that good. Huh? That should not happen. More logs, please. And just see what that does. Hopefully somebody is available and able to help. I bet there's a way that I could do this on this machine. Here, let me do this over here first. Yeah, I can't SSH into the VM because the VM shut down, so that's not going to work. That's too bad. Okay. Okay. Yeah, debugging issues with deployment has to be one of the worst. I couldn't agree more. It is awful. I could probably speed this up somehow. Not sure how, but I probably could speed this process up a bit. If this doesn't work, then I think what I'm going to do, or if this doesn't give me any additional useful information, what I will do is that, and we'll push that up. And then I at least get it started, and I can SSH in and run the migration script manually. That actually might be a pretty okay way to do this. now I think about it, that could be a great way to do this. So it's not part of the startup. It's still in the Docker container, so I can still access that. So there's that. Maybe that's the way I should do it. If this doesn't give us any more useful information, then that's what we'll do. Feels good to have a path forward. And I've got the logs ready and going right there. So we should it should be good. I want to find my other questions.
Sweet work. Now enjoy a break.
Yeah, redirect the get to the primary is what I decided to do. Yeah, okay, we're going to take the break. I'll be back in a minute. All right. Yes, that's my Twitter. Whoops. So I am shortening the break because I wanted to watch the logs come in here. I'll see how far it gets. I mean, it's pretty quick, right? Like, it's not quite 1,000 records a second. But we've got hundreds of thousands. There it is. Says it's shutting it down, sending SIGINT. I don't understand why it's doing that. Yeah. See, and then it's going to try again. So like we could do this in pieces, but no, we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to try this. Skip migration on startup. Yeah, that's what we're going to try. I wonder if I can SSH into it now. Oh, I can. What's up? So I just decided to run npm start to see what happens. And now if I go kcd staging fly.dev, see what happens. it's the last log that I see is it's setting up Redis client. Oh, yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, I got to get rid of Redis before I can do this. Either that, or I need to just make Redis add Denver as a region for Redis. You know what I vote? I vote let's get rid of Redis. So, what is this yelling about? Oh, I guess I don't need that twice. Okay, so let's find Redis. See this export. See from or Redis server. There we go. All the places we're using Redis. What I think I'm going to try and do is switch to cachified first. Cachified.
Welcome back.
Okay, yeah, whatever. And this means that our Prisma, we're going to need a migration because we're going to stick this in our Sqlite database. That's where this is going to live. So we'll say model cache unstructured cache. Just call it cache. And yeah, key string, so ID, default. No, we don't need a default. You're going to have to specify that. And yeah, so the way that my cachified worked is it had cache metadata, created time and max age. I'm not sure if that is built into here or not. I'm guessing it is. That's interesting. Migrating values can be done. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so it looks like the same thing is done here, but that is going to be an implementation detail. Okay, so adapter. So it takes a key and a value. Yeah, so we just have the key and the value is a string, I guess. object. They don't really have objects. Yeah, just be a string. Yeah, a string of JSON. Yeah, I kind of want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. Boy, too many files. Okay, cache dot. Yeah, pending value. This is actually cool. I don't think that mine does that. Okay, so get fresh value. There we go. That's all I would, yeah, I don't know why it took me so long to find this. So set, so my cache will accept the key and it will accept metadata and value. So, if I understand this correctly, here actually we can go adapters. Yeah, I shouldn't include the adapters built in like this, but yeah, so there's the value created. Yeah, okay. So technically, I wonder what the type of or that value is. Okay, in any case though, that means I can do metadata. Created time, cache metadata. There we are. That's what I'm looking for. Created time number TTL SWV. Yeah. Model cache metadata. And so we're going to have created time. this is complaining because we need a unique field. Come on, Copilot, what are you doing? Copilot's having trouble today. Okay, cool. I wonder, it's a one-to-one, Prisma 1-to-1 relation. Yeah, this is actually good because I've got something like this in Rocket Rental, where a user could have a host model and a renter model and an admin model, I think. And so, yeah, that could be a relation scalar, that the field that ties those together could be beneficial in some way. I am not sure how beneficial, but could be. Also reference a different field. Oh, I see. Okay, you can. All they're saying is you don't have to reference the ID field. You can have some other unique field that associates them. Okay. Trying to think if it's even useful to have these separate, or maybe the value could just include the metadata on it. Kind of feel like having it separate would mean that we could, over time, just like auto delete old cache values and stuff. I mean, of course, I'd probably never do that. I'd never bother, but yeah. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just go with this. So now if I come over here and we make
There are now
10 minutes of allocated time remaining. I don't even know what I'm working on anymore. Oh, 1 second. What are you complaining about? Oh. Oh, right, because I installed something. Prisma, oops. Generate schema, Prisma, Postgres, schema. Maybe I shouldn't put that in node modules. Oh well. Too late now. Okay, don't let me forget to run a migration, but I just want to make sure that this is going to work. Phew. Yeah, okay, this is going to be kind of tricky. Trying to decide if I should go to all the places I'm using cachified and have those switch. Let's try this one first. So we're going to say Prisma, and we're going to make a function called cache. Okay, and then we'll come back over here to cachified. My cache just needs to be an object, or it could be a class, I suppose, that has a set, get, and delete. Yeah, this is where people are supposed to use classes. Class, cache, set, get, delete. And implement. How do you do classes with TypeScript? Extends. Cache from cachified. Where are their adapters? Oh, they have functions that just return objects.